welcome fans, friends, and trolls alike. I'm that Southern Critic Cat09, and welcome back to Let's Stream Pokemon White Version and Black Nuzlocke. Starting off with the black portion, the Nuzlocke portion of the stream, where last time in Black Version we now have our we started off with, of course, our starter Hittori, the Tepig. And I just noticed how awkward that looks. I thought I just fixed this. Apparently I did not. Okay. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now we can see more of the bottom screen. So we have our starter, Hittori the Tepig. Nodding him with his plus attack nature. There we go. And then I noticed that bit of the top one's cut off as well. It's going to be a little bit of a box. There we go. But now you can see it essentially a lot easier now. At least I think. Okay, there we go. Now I'll stop messing with that. Anyway, we have Hittori, our starter. Tepig, nice little Tepig who's level 7. You're proud of your power. Okay. And then our very first Pokemon for the team on the Nuzlocke is Lily, who is our Route 1 capture. Who also has the very handy ability of Pickup. Today, the last time we got to Accumula Town, got through all of the introduction segments and such. This time, we are going to journey to Striaton City, and I am actually going to stop at the story beat of... Trying to think what would be a good stopping point for the Black version, because remember, with the rule of this run is that for both of these versions, since I'm playing two games at once, I have to stop wherever I stop in one version has to also be the stopping point for the other version. So I think for this one I would stop at getting ready for the I wouldn't be getting ready for the gym match because it may take a little while. I think I want to actually stop. I would normally stop when I get to the city itself, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think at this point, I'm going to stop after the next rival battle. There we go. That should be good enough unless I see a reason for us to continue further. Sounds like something's going on in the plaza. Well, let's have a look-see. And here we go. Plot time. Cat09, come here a sec. My name is Getsis. I am here representing Team Plasma. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to talk to you about Pokemon Liberation. Huh? What? I'm sure most of you believe that we humans and Pokemon are partners, that we have come to live together because we want and need each other. However, is that really the truth? Have you ever considered that perhaps we humans only assume this is the truth? Pokemon are subject to the selfish commands of trainers. They get pushed around when they are our partners at work. Can anyone say with confidence that there is no truth in what I am saying? No way. Yikes! I don't know. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Pokemon are different from humans. They are living beings that contain unknown potential. They are living beings from whom we humans have much to learn. Tell me, what is our responsibility toward these wonderful beings called Pokemon? What could it be? Liberation? That is right. We must liberate the Pokemon. Then, and only then, will humans and Pokemon truly be equals. Everyone, I end my words here today by imploring you to consider the relationship between people and Pokemon, and the correct way to proceed. We sincerely appreciate your attention. And about that speech, what do you think we should do? Liberate Pokemon? That's not even possible. And welcome to the introduction of Team Plasma, aka Team PETA, for many of us. And say hello to the one Pokemon and say hello to a lot of people's favorite antagonist. Spoiler alert there. Your Pokemon. I forgot just how quickly his text moves, too. Just now, it was saying... Slow down, you talk too fast. And what's this about Pokemon talking? That's an odd thing to say. Well, not really. See, there are some Pokemon that can communicate via telepathy. Yes, they're talking. Oh, then you two cannot hear it either. How sad. My name is N. My name is Charon, and this is Cat09. We were asked to complete the Pokédex, and we just left on our journey. My main goal is to become the champion, though. The Pokédex, eh? So, you were going to confine many Pokemon to Pokeballs for that, then. Well, that's not really the case here. I am a trainer, too, but I cannot help wondering. Are Pokemon really happy that way? Well, Cat09, is it? Let me hear your Pokemon's voice again. Alright, so first battle against N. He's going to send out a level 7 Purloin, which is a pure dark type in regards to this. Let's see how much damage you're going to bring off. Only 4 damage. Okay. Okay. You can take that line out of context as much as you like. But we have a regular fire battle against cats and dogs here. Damage again. Just got you down to yellow. Okay, Lily is... Never mind! Good job, Lily! I was about to consider changing you out, switching you out, and then you go pulling off a critical hit! Good job! And learn a new move. I'll make that a double level up. Triple level up! Okay, Lily's all caught up in levels! Oh, that would have been funny if that was a quadruple one. I never expected to hear Pokemon say such things. My goodness, you speak too fast! Calm it down a hair there, Ann. As long as Pokemon are confined to in Pokeballs, Pokemon will never become perfect beings. There's actually no such thing as a perfect being, especially in this, but I'm not going to get into that. I have to change the world for Pokemon, because they are my friends. Huh. Strange guy. Strange doesn't even sum him up, but that's besides the point. But I'm not going to worry about it. Trainers and Pokemon help each other out. Listen, I'm going on ahead. I want to battle the gym leader in the next town, Striaton City. Aim to battle gym leader after gym leader. The best way for a trainer to become stronger is to challenge the gym leaders in each area. Okay. I forgot we don't have the running shoes yet. First thing first, though. I'm gonna go ahead and be safe and heal up the team. But no, good job, Lily, in that case. How am I on Pokeballs? I have 4. Might not need that many, though. Hello, welcome. How may I help you? You can help me by letting me purchase some Pokeballs. Not that many, though. Let's just have 10 on hand, just to be safe. And normally I would go out and explore the town, but with this being a Nuzlocke, I don't think that will actually be necessary. And I think I kind of did the same thing with my Fire Red Nuzlocke too. But there's one mechanic here, especially with the background music, that I do like in Gen 5. Also, I need to get those 2 items later. Which is this. It's the fact that if you see these instrumentalists, you could go through and add so much to the background music. See, it sounds so much better than you with the other instrumentals added in. Okay, we need to get to the next area. Alright, so these are actually pretty neat when I first saw them. At least in my opinion, they're neat. Okay, that tells about daycare. What this basically is that it's an area where you can come through and see bulletin boards and such. These are gateways. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. So in these gateways, you have these little boards. They have electronic boards and such that flash by. And we're on here on Route 2, aka new territory for a new route for a catch. Okay, who's calling me? Oh, it's the mother. Shadow 9, it's your mom. How are things going? Are you and your Pokemon getting along and enjoying your journey so far? I need to talk to you, so I called, but I'm going to hang up with the X-Transceiver now. Because she's right behind us. Told you. I finally caught up with you, and look how far you've come already. Professor Juniper said that you were probably headed for Strangton City by now. I have another present for you, Shadow 9. Try these on. They really do need to have the whole option of just hit this button and you'll keep your running shoes going. When you're wearing the running shoes, you go anywhere in a flash. Let me read you the instructions. Hold the B button to run faster than normal. Put on the running shoes on and tear around to your heart's content. Again, like I mentioned back in the other Pokemon playthroughs, why don't the guys just stop and just go like, wait, what do they mean by these buttons? That's what it says. I bought these a long time ago and stashed them away somewhere. I found them when it's cleaning up, because it's good to clean occasionally. No joke. Caroline, you understand that you are never really alone, right? You're with Pokemon, and you have friends, and you're always in my thoughts. That's right, then. Enjoy your trip. Whee! Finally! Finally move. Can't get that until we have strength. What do you have to say? Not much, apparently. Okay, so on this route, if I remember correctly, we can encounter Lillipup, who I cannot catch again because of the duplicates clause. We can run into Purloin and Patrat. That's just up to my memory. And first encounter. Which one is it? It's Yap Boo Boo. If I catch you, that's going to be your nickname. Oh my goodness, it's female. But that's seriously going to be your nickname if I catch you. Oh, you already know Bite. Okay, that's good enough. Let's not have a KO here. Then I might actually do a little bit of a grinding. Actually, I just realized I don't have the, Let me get my Black Nuzlocke rules up real quick, because I want to double check. Okay, I did make it sure that I did name it the, I want to make sure that I still kept the rule of, in regards to gift Pokemon. Which I did place in that gift Pokemon do not count as that area's catch. Okay. That's not going to make any sense to anybody unless you've heard the call. Alright, let's actually check your stats real quick. You're proud of your rash and proud of your power. You kind of have a useless nature because you're more of a physical attacker than a special attacker. Anyway, I need to go back and heal up because of it. Okay, coming back on track now. Let's have a little bit of a grinding session here. Just to be safe. Because if I remember the levels for the gym leader... Not really for the gym leader, we do have an important battle coming up. Lily, I think you need to stay in the front position for a good bit. Wow, you just saw that other Lily puppy, you're like, yeah, no, crit. Okay, not really a crit that time, but still. I think level 10 would be a good place to stop with you guys. If I do a little grinding here. And now Lily knows Bite. Yep. What's that item now? Not even 2 steps in. Not even 2 steps in. Oh, there's the Purloin I thought I was going to encounter. And the reason why I say that, Purloin, oddly enough, is a Pokemon that every time I do a Nuzlocke on my black version. Also, that's one of the reasons why I personally was hoping I would encounter Purloin. Purloin is, well, first off, it's mostly speed. And it's kind of a bit of a glass cannon because its defenses are not that great. But, one of the things is that every time I've Nuzlocked black version, my encounter on this route has been Purloin. Said Purloin has always died. It has never become a Liepard. So, the fact that I caught something different this time is kind of interesting in a way, but essentially I'm also having a team of 2 normal types. Well, I just realized everything you can catch on this route is weak against fighting. That's besides the point. I guess while I'm doing the grinding, I can talk a little bit. So... I have been trying to see if I can keep up with official releases in regards to official news of the Pokemon Switch. Because I finally got a Nintendo Switch, and I've actually, before we even started streaming, I was actually playing a little bit of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which I'm actually enjoying the game pretty well. I just don't like the fact that right now Nintendo Switch games cost $60 a pop. If that's one negativity I have in regards to the Switch, is the fact that the games are literally $60 each. Well, they're popular ones, I should say. The third-party ones are a lot cheaper. Yep, oh. Still like that cry. I think Lily's going to be level 10 before we know it. But yeah, I've also, in my spare time, have, no item, go figure. I've also in my spare time started replaying, Omega Ruby. But one of the things I'm doing differently in that run is that I normally have it to where I can switch out Pokemon on when I'm fighting other trainers. What I did differently for this one is that I set it to set, so as soon as the next Pokemon comes out, I don't know which Pokemon it is. Well, on one hand, that's raised the difficulty bar a little bit. I've also kind of... One of the things that I can do, essentially, with, like, the 3DS Pokemon games is that because I have another 3DS where I can play the games on, and multiple versions, I can trade back and forth between them. So one of the things that I did was, and this was actually inspired because I was, rewatching Checker Conroy's Let's Play of Pokemon XD. I had bred and transferred over a Spheal egg. Said Spheal is now the strongest member of my team, is currently Celio. I also did the same thing with a Bagon, because excluding my randomized Fire Red Nuzlocke, I've never actually used Bagon in an actual playthrough. Oh, you're the strongest level we can actually get here. And right now, for that playthrough, I just got through with the Mega Evolution bit. Oh, that's not good. Please KO it. Thank you. I was so close to a level up. This is why I normally get to buy a bunch of potions. Anyway. And also in Omega Ruby, I went ahead and was like, you know what, I normally don't... Because the interesting thing with the playthrough with me and Jin and like the Hoenn games, I have used all 3 starters. Like, at some point in time with playing them, I have used all 3 starters. It's just like with Black and White. I have at some point in time used all 3 starters. So it's like, who do you start with? Do you want to start with a fresh thing, or do you want to trade over another Pokemon, or consider another Pokemon to be captured and such as your starter? This one I decided to stick with Torchic because I've never really used Mega Blaziken before. So I figured I would do that with regards to this particular run-through. Okay, let's get Hittori out and get him leveled up. Still can't believe that I spoke that into existence. For those of you who weren't here for the last stream, I said it would be funny, since one of the rules I have to do with this, with the run that I'm doing here, is that for both versions, I have to have the same starter between both of them. The starter in my white version is female, but they have to have the same nickname. So there's that. Oh yeah, so this past weekend is one of the reasons why, even though it's my bad on this one, I didn't get it out. I didn't state it, but I didn't stream Saturday, and that was because I was actually out of town. I was at the Alabama Comic Con. It's different from Comic Con, and I got a chance to meet Veronica Taylor, the voice actress for Ash Ketchum from seasons 1 through 8, so Indigo Plateau through Advanced Battle. Because once 4 kids, because what essentially happened with that, and a way I wish this didn't happen, but the same token, yeah, I just flat out don't wish it didn't happen. What happened was that for seasons 1 through 8, Pokemon was actually the logo, the copyright, and the dubbing was all underneath the care of 4Kids. If you guys grew up watching Yu-Gi-Oh! And 4Kids like I did, or grew up watching Pokemon Indigo Plateau in your childhood like I did, you pretty much know 4Kids' infamous things of localization and such. Well, Advanced Battle came out, I think, around the time 4Kids got into trouble over the copyright issues with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise. And this is kind of speculation. I haven't done any research on this, but this is speculation on my part. But it was an interesting correlation that came up where it became interesting that 4Kids lost the ability to dub Pokemon. It went back to Pokemon Company to do the English dubbing work. I want to say it's because of that. I'm not 100% certain on that. It's just an interesting correlation that happened there. I'm almost willing to bet that is the case. But what essentially ended up happening because they did that was that they completely replaced the dub cast. So Veronica Taylor stopped voicing Ash Ketchum. So like season 8 is the last time she voiced Ash Ketchum, and she went on to voice. She's voiced other characters as well, but Ash Ketchum is one of the more infamous ones she was, and this even includes the Pokemon movies where she doesn't even come back to reprise her role when they do the dubbing for those movies. Making me a little nervous here. Okay, you're not surviving next turn. Good. What's something else I can talk about real quick while we're doing the bit of grinding here? Oh, I guess I can talk about Breath of the Wild since I stated I'm playing that. Right now I'm enjoying it. I actually found one of my friends who actually beat the game multiple times. He knows of a very good way you can dispatch like the Pokebins when they're like in the little scathe coals is that you climb up on top of them, and you have to have the bombs available. The remote bombs. There we go. You have to have those available. And what you do is you crawl up to, you barely are over the edge. You look down and you can see into the hole of the skull. You bring up a bomb, preferably the circle bombs, and you just drop it. Let it roll into the eye, and then you let it go. Then you just detonate it. And it does a lot of damage to them, especially the red ones, because they're so weak. I'm at the point of the game now where I have the ability to actually upgrade the runes that I have. I'm just one thing short to upgrade my bombs. Once the bombs are upgradable, it's going to be kind of interesting, but well, essentially with the bombs is that how can I say this without getting off track a lot? One of the things that I also do as well is if I see like a little encampment of monsters. I nearly said mobs. This is not Minecraft. That's not the move I wanted you to learn, but you could learn from my book, but that's okay, I guess. One of the things that I learned with handling like those encampments and such. Find a high peak first, and make sure you're not noticed. Especially if they have spears. I have found out like some of the green and the gray ones, but they have spears. At the point in the game I'm at, that's kind of that's an almost instant kill. But what I do is I go up in the highest peak, and I stay out of their sight. And the number one thing I just do is I just call forth bombs, I throw them, I wait for them, I throw them, if they're around them or they walk up to them like I've seen them do, detonate, and it does amazing damage. That's why I said I think I'm reaching the point where I need to get the bombs upgraded, because with the red ones, it does like 79% of their health, and then the next bomb kills them. With the ones that are green, blue, and such, yeah, it's like slivers. So it takes forever, and I'm like, yeah, time to get these things upgraded. But no, another thing to bring out, at this point, I haven't heard anything official for Pokemon Switch. Pokemon Switch, there we go. I have only heard rumors, I have not heard anything official. I just gotta be perfectly honest here, I know there's like I'm pretty certain that leaked videos are starting to come out, if that's the case, but I'm one of these who's like, yeah, I avoid the leaked videos like the plague. And the reason behind that is because I want to learn about it as it comes out officially. Now, with like the Pokemon's Twitter and such, with what they're doing, like with the, like, it was a month after the game came out, they were finally talking about Ultra Necrozma, and I'm sitting there like, yeah, those of us who have already played through the game already know about it and already know how much of a pain it is when you first play through. Like, I've already seen this pop out with some of the comments on the oh, what's it called? Oh yeah, on like remixes and such of that theme, because that's my favorite. For the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon soundtrack, that is my favorite theme. I've seen it already come out where they've dubbed it the Nuzlocke Ender. Yeah, I'm saying like, yeah, I can see why that's the Nuzlocke Ender. When I first played through on Ultra Moon, I spammed Revives in order to keep going. Of course, now that I know that its main move is Psychic type, if I decide to go back through and do another playthrough, I'm just going to use Azora. I've actually found out from others that, yeah, Zoroark and Zora, they're broken against it because of its illusion ability. So you're just going to spam Leer on me and not even bother attacking. Sun Hyper Beam. Hittori has died. Why is it every time you are so close to leveling up? And I'm probably going to have to go back and do something about these screens, because my goodness, this is bothering me. Because what I did when I first created this was I set it up based on the way the screens were set up for Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. As you can imagine, it's not the same way set up for a DS game, which is what what this was originally released for. No, 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 no. Switch. Thank you. So that's why it's bothering me a little bit seeing the bars and such acting up like they are. And once I get everyone up to level 10, then I'm going to move on and take that trainer battle on, because that's what that person right there is. First actual trainer battle that's not a rival. But yeah, let's see if this route, if the curse of this route is going to apply. Because what essentially happens as well, every time I've Nuzlocke this, my black version, whoever my catch, normally my catch is a purloin. And said purloin never makes it out. Yeah, they always die and they never make it out of this route. I've always had their deaths happen either around in this route or even possibly close to around this route. I stand corrected on what I said earlier. I've also never taken a Patrat. And the way that let me put it this way. And when I don't do randomized Nuzlocks, one of the things that I do, or that I somehow always end up doing, is that whatever that region's Rattata is, if it survives... I'm going to get back to my train of thought as soon as I heal you. There we go. Anyway, what essentially happens is that whatever that region's Rattata is, there is always a chance when I Nuzlocke and I catch it that it's going to go to the Elite Four. I know there's only one game that's happened in, and that was my Leaf Green version, the very first ever completed Nuzlocke I've done. I just realized you're level 6. But yeah, that was the my goodness! Remember what I said about the curse of this route, or whatever I catch things on this route? Yeah, apparently that's becoming a thing. Well, I'm here. Anyway. There's only one game that has happened. Well, let me rephrase a statement I said earlier. It's normally not that I do end up taking them to that. It's normal that I do see a lot of Nuzlockes where they take the regions, Rattata, up to the Elite Four. In the final team. The only time I've done that was in my Leaf Green Nuzlocke that I actually completed, where I did take a Raticate up to the Elite Four. I almost no one in the Elite Four challenge portion of that, which was good. That would have scared me if you had tackled and gotten a crit. But yeah, let me just tackle you real quick. Anyway. But I've seen a lot of Nuzlocks where they've had taken essentially the region's Rattata up to the Elite Four. Now, interestingly enough, I don't recall many documented Nuzlocks where I've seen a Patrat or a Watchhog make it up to the Elite Four. I haven't seen anything like that. Essentially if Yabubu can survive, and that might be the case with this one, but I don't know. I don't want to speak into existence. Something tells me it's not going to be a good thing if it happens. I just need to focus on getting her up to level 10, so that way... Okay, that's 2 crits in a row. I think she understands what I meant by it. Yeah, there was a bit of a curse on anyone who's captured on this route. And this is also something I can bring up with this thing. I know with Nuzlocks how long they can essentially be, and I personally, well, I normally do this where I stick my grinding off camera. This actually happened in the last Nuzlocke I had, where I did that, and there was a death off camera. For this run, I'm going to do all my grinding on camera, which means the black portion of the stream is going to be much longer than the white portion. It's not going to be completely healed, but you're making me nervous here. Okay, I thought you were going to actually tackle. Whew. I will take you doing that. Also, fun fact, in this generation and Generation 5, Tackles was actually buffed. So it's no longer like 40 power. Tackle is now 50 power. Also, if you're wondering why I've been using Tackle with Petrat instead of Bite because it's higher power, and there's a modifier called Stab, which stands for Same Type Attack Bonus. I don't know what I think the modifier, if I remember correctly, is 1.5 times stronger, or for more power that's added to it. So not only do you have like the modifier for what its stat is, and what it's stronger in with the type of move, you also have that modifier for if the attack type is the same as the Pokemon who's using it. I'm not going to let... You can use that move. But as soon as I get another move, it's going to be replaced with that. I've always had bad luck with Bite and Nuzlocks. Also, I just noticed, it's not doing the freezing thing this time. Last time in the last stream, what ended up happening was every time it transitioned from white, it always had an unknown error popped up with the capture card. Now it's not doing that with this one, which is making me very happy here. Yep, boo boo to you too. I'm sorry, every single time I hear that cry, I just think it's saying, yep, boo boo. But that's why I've been sticking with Tackle, simply because of the stab. Also, here's something weird that I just now noticed about Petrat's back sprite. It's mirrored its front sprite. If I run into another one, I can probably point it out. I highly doubt it, though. I ran into a Purloin. Anyway, if you notice its front sprite, its front sprite, it's saluting, it's looking out with its right hand. But if you look on the back sprite, it's looking out with its left hand. I don't know why they did that, but it's a detail that if you observe it, you can notice with no problem. Wow. Remember when I said that Purloin is a bit of a... doesn't handle damage too well? Excuse me. I think I've reached the point where I'm going to save on potions and such, and I'm going to go heal up. Back in a minute here. Okay, so after healing up, let's see if we can get lucky and get tried up to level 10. Wow! Well, then again, like I said, Purloin's a bit of a glass cannon. Well, not really a glass cannon. It really doesn't have that great attacking stats. The main thing it's about is just speed. Also doesn't yield that much experience. I'm tempted, in a way, just to go ahead and go up against that trainer. Because you'll be level 9 by the time I get there. But I feel like if I do that, I'll be tempting nature. Tempting nature. Tempting fate. Heck with it! Yep, boo-boo. Now see, that's what I was talking about. You see what I mean by they're mirrored. I don't know why they went with that. Kind of is a bit of an issue there. Also, for those of you who are interested in doing EV training for like Gen 5 or such, if you're interested in that type of thing, Route 1 is the best place for you to grind up attack IVs. EVs, not IVs. And that's because Patrat and Lillipup yield 1 attack IV. Thought this is funny. Woo! I jump over a ledge. Except there are other trainers there. But, with that, because they always yield 1 attack IV if you put in, like, the Macho Brace, or if you have Pokerus, or your Pokemon's contracted Pokerus, or if you have, like, the EV enhancing items. Not the vitamins, but the actual items that you place on your Pokemon where you can EV train them while they're holding it. Yeah, this is the #1 place you would go. In fact, I think it was in my white version. First time I ever played through my white version, I tried that. I actually encountered a shiny Patrat. That thing is currently on my Alpha Sapphire version. I haven't sent it to the Pokebank yet. Okay. We're doing well in the trainer battle so far. I'm gonna go through more grass. First step, encounter. Wow. But it's also the reason why I have a shiny clause. If I encounter shiny here, it's immediately captured. It, like, will I use it in the run? Probably not, to be perfectly honest. And the reason why I say that is, it goes back to, well, when these older games, I think it was Gen 6 when they reduced the odds for, or they increased the odds of having a shiny encounter. Excuse me. But, I'll catch it, but I personally won't use it on the team. Though I highly doubt I am going to catch a shiny. I can't locate a shiny on a Nuzlocke run, to be perfectly honest. Yep, boo-boo. I just sounded really bored right there. You know, it's getting close. I'm getting closer and closer expecting to start one-shotting things. But I don't want to just spoken to this by saying that. But I don't want you to essentially get too cocky there. I guess another thing while I'm traveling / grinding through here that I can bring up. Gen 5, well, for Black and White, one thing you're going to notice is that all of these Pokemon that I'm encountering using, they're all from that generation. There's not a single past previous generation Pokemon in these games until post-game. That's when they'll start appearing, and they're only, I think they're in one section of the region, for that matter. So that's something that they actually did with this one was, of course didn't level up, is that they had only Pokemon native to Unova appear for the main game. So you have no choice but to use those new Pokemon. Which is something I actually liked. I'm surprised they didn't keep doing it, but then I saw Kalos didn't have that many new ones introduced. And Unova, the way that, not Unova, the way that Alola did theirs was something I liked as well. Where even, they did still have the newer ones, but they introduced the alternate forms, essentially. Weird, that didn't capture last time. And yeah, Boo Boo's now level 10. Oh, wait, who has the higher attack stat? Out of my 3 physical attackers here. Okay, so yeah, Boo Boo, you have 19, 18. Oh, no, it was Hittori. Hittori has the highest attack stat. Okay. I forgot to save. Cat09! Come on, Cat09! And the reason why I said that is because... Now, this is not the rival battle I was talking about. There's another rival battle in the future, but Bianca does challenge us to another battle. Hey, listen with Pokemon battle. Please! The Pokemon I caught have become a little stronger. Ready or not, here I come. This is going to be Yabubu's first test, because this is the fight where normally the Route 2 capture dies. Also, you're still level... That works. I'm gonna try it. Yeah, Boo Boo just literally gave the Route 2 curse, the bird. I'm already liking this. Woohoo! You're a tough cookie, Cat09. I literally had a double critical hit for your team. Yeah, Boo Boo said, no, we're not doing this. I'm gonna work hard training my Pokemon so we won't lose anymore. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, so now here we are. Welcome to Striaton City. And first thing first, I'm gonna head to the Pokemon Center. Okay, so now that I got my team fully healed up, before I go to my actual stopping point for this, I'm going to head over this way. This is the Dream Yard. This is a new area. This is where I'm also stated with that's why I went and double-checked on my rules. Gift counters or gifts do not count as that area's catch for this run. Which means there's a gift Pokemon here I can get, and it won't count as that area's catch, which means once we're able to catch Pokemon here, I'll be able to come back and get another team member. Just real quick, need to go through 2 trainer battles. Excuse me. How exactly are you training there if you can't access the area with the wild Pokemon? Never mind, I'm not going to question it. Alright, so first up is a Purloin. Level 8 Purloin. Yep, Boo Boo. She's singing out another Purloin. I think I am just going to keep Yabubu out. Because even with now 2 growls, that's still a good bit of damage she's outputting. And she's about to become the strongest member of my team. Or should I say, highest member. Oh, assist! Which does absolutely nothing in regards to that because your other partner because the other Pokemon was a Purloin. Okay, yes, I want to get rid of Bide for that. Simply because I don't like Bide. But Detect is another version of Protect, basically. I want to see if I can actually utilize that power in a Nuzlocke. And I'm going to take Yabubu off the front of the team. Oh, hold up, Lily has an item. I didn't know that till right now. An antidote. That helps. Okay, I'm gonna have Hittori up front. The reason why I said that earlier, you need Cut. We don't have the HM for Cut yet. My goal is to outperform gym leaders. Can you win against me? Probably. Youngster Joey with a Patrat. You are not the same Youngster Joey from Johto. I'm gonna use a move that takes advantage of that high attack stat you have. Wow, Bite only did 5 damage. Yep. Wait, your entire team is 3 Patrat, isn't it? Yes, it is. Well, this may very well be some easy level upping. Yep, boo-boo. No, your last Pokemon's a Lillipup. Never mind. Something a little more threatening. Let's use... I'm going to go with Stab on this one. Tackle it is! Because that did a lot less than I thought it was going to. Ah. I think Yoder Sleuth may be a little bugged with this. Hey, Corian Napper! And with that, Hittori is now level 11. You had 2 Patrat and a Lillipup. Okay, I'm gonna get this item real quick. Which is in next defend. Okay, so I can't do anything there. I have a traffic cone blocking my way. I don't know why they decided to use traffic cones for the next thing of for a thing that blocks your way. There we go, that's the word I'm looking for. Hey you, what's the first Pokemon you received? Tepig, really? Then Pansage could be a big help. Your Tepig does not do well against water-type Pokemon. Say, do you want this Pansage of mine? Yes, that's why I went over here, that's why I put that gift clause in. And you can use grass-type moves so it's great against water types. That is why I came over here. This is a... The funny thing is that when I very first played this game, I didn't realize that she was there. So now that I remembered her from when my subsequent I remembered her from the later playthroughs. But when I found out you could actually get one of the elemental monkeys over here, then I was like, okay, I can utilize that. Now I don't know how well this one's going to do. But I think I gotta get a name for you we can use. It's just the thing of, I probably am going to misspell your name to be... Nope, I didn't. Because it has a broccoli on its head, I'm sorry. Okay, so newest member of the team is Broccoli, who is currently level 10. Who is a gentle nature and somewhat of a clown. Okay, and you also... Well, the important thing is that you have a stab move, which is Vine Whip. I know eventually you'll get, you'll eventually get power, either Seed Bomb or... No, you get Seed Bomb. That's what the other one is. But now I want to go ahead and pick it up because it can give me and help me out with the next coming bit. And of course, since we got something major coming up... Because if I remember correctly, he's going to start out with a starter. Now, get up to the door. And to be safe, because it can anything can happen with these. Hey, Charon! When a Pokemon is poisoned, its HP decreases while it's battling. This is actually where they completely took away the damage decreasing outside of battle. That, like the H point like the every a couple of steps your Pokemon lose a hit point. This is the generation where they did away with that. So we don't have to worry about poison killing a Pokemon outside of battle. Hey, Ken09, have you come looking for the gym leader? Yep. He was here talking about Pokemon types until just a few minutes ago. Maybe you walked right past him? By the way, Ken09, we have a battle with me. I want to test how important items are in battles. Yeah, might as well. We can't progress the story until we battle you. Well, let's see how effective my items are. Or maybe I should test how well I can battle without items. Anyway, this is an indoor match. Let's battle without getting too rough. I was right, I called it. He does start with a starter, who is level 8. I know I just got Broccoli, but still. Yeah, that did a fair decent amount of damage. Oh, that's right, you're holding an Oranberry. There are a lot of different moves. Wow, I thought you I thought you were KO'd. No, you had just one sliver of HP left. Now you're down. Okay, we got the cat coming out. I should have had sent Lily out now that I think about it. Yep, boo boo. Okay, so this is going to be a little... I thought it was going to be a little dangerous. Because I was expecting it to get like water gun or something. And unnecessary crit. Alright, so learning to use items as well is definitely important then. Ugh. Okay, here, Ken09, I'll give you these berries. We get some Oran berries. If you give a Pokemon this kind of berry to hold, it will eat it up to heal up HP when its HP goes down in battle. If you give a Pokemon man-made items like potions to hold, they can't use them. Well, good luck then. Alrighty, so we've hit the stopping point for the black portion of the stream. I'm going to go ahead, heal everybody up, and get them. And then save the game, and we're going to switch over to the white portion of the stream. Wow, that actually took as long as I thought it was going to take. That actually took a bit of an hour. Alright, so... I will see you guys where we start, where we pick right back off with the white version. So be right back.
And we are back to the white Nuzlocke, not the white playthrough of my little project here. So of course, like I mentioned earlier, we have the female Hitori for the white team, and we have an unnamed, there we go, we have an unnamed Lillipup who I'm just going to keep around to get free items for it. And we're going to go back through the... and this time I did not mute the desktop audio, so that way when we started this portion, everything, the game audio itself was muted. And I found out, unfortunately, I can't get that audio back, so... well, that's... I'll find a way to put... I'll find something to place in there. Also, I figured since I... Anyway, I guess while I'm going through this, since I already read it with the black portion, because since they're both going up at the same time, essentially, Team Plasma, to be honest, with their introduction here, is actually very interesting. This is actually a route I'm surprised Pokemon didn't go initially, or with any other, with any of the other past games. Basically, the entire premise of Team Plasma is, well, there's a reason why, it's also the reason why they're called Team PETA. Basically, they're looking at the way how Pokemon and humans are utilized and such, because essentially, for those of you who aren't aware of it, Pokemon's basically, you're capturing these creatures and forcing them into combat. So Team Plasma, ideally, is a very fascinating antagonist to have. It's a very fascinating evil team to have, where their main thinking is, well, what if the Pokemon are essentially not happy at this? What if we're essentially abusing and mistreating them because of this? It gets you thinking in regards to it. Except for one thing in the that is going to be revealed very late in the game, that for me completely and utterly just, yeah. And I know I'm basically just speeding through this, and I'm not even joking. In's text is so quick, much faster. Like, I'm at max speed, and it's like, which, it doesn't matter which text speed you set out. Even at the slowest speed, his text is always going to be faster. He actually does bring up a good point. Are Pokemon really happy staying in the boxes like that? Also, there's also In's battle theme, which is pretty good. Alright, now, unlike the black portion, which is strictly a Nuzlocke, a little reminder, for those of you who don't know, me playing the white version, it's not a Nuzlocke. It's a regular playthrough. So I already have a team that's planned out and such for this. Oh goodness, really? One hit point? Granted, it was Lily who did amazing in this battle in the Nuzlocke, but still. I've never expected Pokemon to hear such things. You might as well. Yeah, I do agree with the strange guys thing. Okay. I'm going to heal up the team real quick, just to be safe. And by heal up the team, I mean just heal up a Totori, because the Lillipup did absolutely nothing in battle. You know, I don't even have the running shoes yet in this version. I'm already holding down B button. I'm already holding down the B button to make it go faster. That's sad. Alright, just go through the gateway. We get to here, and there's the extra transceiver ringing away. And there's the running shoes. To be safe as well, I think I'll go ahead and get Hitori grind up Hitori as well till she's level 10. I'll also be getting the just like with the black portion, I'll also be getting the environmental monkey to help me out. And there's yep, boo boo again. I don't know, it'd be interesting to actually... I'm thinking of doing this in a way, but comparing the two Hitoris. Because one is going to be trained up for survival, essentially. Because that's what Nuzlocke is. You're fighting to survive. The other one is just, okay, we're just going to go through a regular battle. Doesn't matter how many times you get KO'd. So that's going to be interesting to compare the two. Assuming, you know, Hitori survives. I have had instances where I have lost starters. Well, the Fire Red Nuzlocke is a very good example of this, where I have lost starters simply due to dumb luck and such. Or bad luck, I should say, not dumb luck. Oh yeah, I am going to be streaming this Saturday. I'm going to be streaming earlier though. The plan is to stream much earlier. I won't be able to stream at 7 like I normally do. I'm probably going to try to see if I can start streaming around 4 or 5 o'clock-ish. But I do want to say if I'm unable to stream Saturday, I do want to let you guys know about it. But yeah, a bit of a stream change to time difference. There's going to be a stream time change for this Saturday if I'm able to stream. Which hopefully I am. Okay, Hitori's at level 9. We should be okay. But yeah, for the white version, the actual first member of my team is not going to be catched till after we get the first gym battle. That first gym badge. So be ready for it to be just Hitori, the Lillipup, and the Elemental Monkey for a while. Of course you didn't get the level up. Of course. I might as well go through and grind on all the, and get levels off the trainers. I think what I'm going to do as well, I probably won't do it as much for the white portion of the stream. I'll probably do, or for the black portion of the stream I meant, because I'll try to find something to talk about there. I think I might start speeding up like the grinding and such. But I have to go back and listen to what the footage has and such. See if there's anything I'm essentially talking about. You can't use assist if you are the only one in the party, dude. Is it not going to work? Yeah, I'm beginning to think that the Hitori in my black version has a much better attack IV than Hitori does in my white version. I'm gonna go heal up real quick, too. Also, don't mind the two rectangles. They're strictly there for editing this stuff out, or they're strictly there for post, I should say. I think I'm actually going to use the run option for you, because the only thing I really did was just heal up Hitori. Of course. I keep reminding myself, hey, don't use the run and grass, they'll pop out and go after you. Also, at some point in time, I need to go back to streaming Ultra Sun, because we got to the point where we had one of my favorite bits of it. I really want to show that off. Even though by now everyone already knows what happens in post-game. Actually, I could probably make that this Saturday stream. But I don't know if I can get it done. No, the thing that I was doing, I got it done on my Ultra Moon yeah, on Ultra Moon, I finished it within an hour and... Actually, an hour and 15. I think Hitori's going to be a level higher by the time she goes up against Charon. Judging by the way things are going. Also, the black portion, the black Nuzlocke portion, is going to be so much longer than the white playthrough. Simply because I'm dedicating to on-screen grinding for everyone on that team. Whereas on this one, the real main member of my team is just Hitori. Okay, so if I remember correctly, the Hitori in my black version's attack is 24. And this one's now 22, so I think physical attack-wise, the Hitori in my black version is a little better. But that could also be the fact that he battled a lot of Patrats and such. Oh yeah, that wasn't even shown, or this wasn't even shown because her entire team that here was one hit with a critical hit. Was critical, one hit KO'd. But I am a little curious though. Also, welcome to Stryton City again. Get into the Pokemon Center, please. I am a little curious to know as well, like what their stats are in between, and just in between the two of them. I'd have to go back and calculate out the EVs and such that they've gained, so that way it can be as accurate as possible. But I'm pretty certain that Hittori in Black version has a higher attack stat, has a higher attack IV than Hittori in White version. And if there's any doubt in my mind that Hittori in this version is going to be higher leveled, this is going to prove it. Well, unnecessary crit. Yep, there it is! She is now level 12 compared to, I wonder if your special defense stats are higher, the one with the good IV. I could be wrong. But yeah, Hittori in White version is now one level higher than Hittori in Black version. Yep, boo-boo. Which, to be perfectly honest, the calculating out the EVs that they've gained, that's going to be relatively easy. With the exception of the, because the the ones they've been going up against were Patrats and Lillipups, which are both attack IVs. I did not mean to hit switch. And Liepard is speed. I need to look up and see what Snivy and Oshawa yield. Because those also count as well. And once I find out what those are, I can probably place what I find on screen or mention it in something else. I'll probably... I don't know, I may even kind of tweet it out because it's kind of interesting. I am really curious about this, and you're going to be 2 levels higher than Hittori in Black version at this rate. I think I'm going to let the monkey be the one to, And you're not actually going to be a member of my team, so you don't get a big nickname. But I am curious, though. Wait, you have an item. What is your item? A full heal. Well, that Lillipup gave a much better item than Lily did. Oops, I did not mean to hit X. Get that back up. I want to see what your summary is. Wow, you both had the exact same nature. Okay, so just like the last time, we're gonna go heal up, and then we're gonna go take out Sharon, and then I'll actually end the stream there, because it's gonna really bother me until I find out if that's the case between... I'm gonna do the same thing with the, I could probably do the same thing with Pansage now, but the 2 Hittoris, those are the ones I'm curious about. Also, that Lillipup hasn't been in any battles if I remember correctly. Hey, Jiren, how about we battle? Alright, here we go. There you go, using your berry. Really? Wow. Oops, didn't mean to hit that. Alright. So what you guys probably didn't see was me. While the battle's going on, I may look a little distracted. I am actually... I got its IV calculator out. What I'm going to do as soon as I end the stream... because I am going to have to review the footage for it first. Is that I'm going to... I am actually going to place in the credentials. I am going to see... Oh yeah, I used Betrayed Against You. I'm actually going to put the information off of both of them and see what it is. What it says. I have to get the... I have to calculate how many EVs they have, though, they have per stat. So I gotta review footage for that. Anyway. And here we go, we got the orange berries. Alright, so I'm gonna go and heal everybody up, and that is going to end the stream. I do want to thank everybody so much for coming out. Next stream, I'm assuming that it's going to be Saturday. I plan to start at least around 4 o'clock, hopefully. We are going to be picking up where we left off. Our main focus is going to be taking down the Striaton Gym. And from there, I think it will be time... Well, there's a lot to do after Striaton Gym, actually. I will probably... I don't know, just keep an eye on Twitter and see if we are going to stream on this coming Saturday. But yes, I do want to thank everybody so much for coming out, and I will see y'all in the next stream. Take care, everybody.